Hey guys, Justin here with AmericanTrucks.com, and today I'm going to be taking a closer look at and installing the LED taillights here with the black housings and clear lenses, available for your 2019 and newer Silverado 1500 at home, equipped with LED taillights. Now, you should be checking out these options if you're looking to update your boring factory red taillights to an option complete with a more aggressive look thanks to the combination of that black housing topped off with a clear lens. Still going to offer great visibility along with the 50 state legality, while totally changing up the look of the rear end of the truck at the same time. So maybe you're just not a big fan of the plain Jane factory red taillights, or maybe you cracked them up in a small fender bender or mishap off-road and you're just looking for a somewhat affordable replacement. Whatever the case, these are going to convert your all red and clear stockers to a high quality LED option complete with a totally different appearance thanks to the combination again of that black housing and clear lens. Now, make no mistake about it here, guys, these are definitely going to be for the Silverado owners who are into more of that modified or aftermarket look, as opposed to sticking with something that's going to deliver more of a factory vibe. Now, in addition to that, you also are going to change up the look of those daytime running lights here thanks to the twin C-bar shape, but in white, and they will also illuminate, of course, in red. Now, altogether, I will say the combination of the black, white, and red make for a very cool appearance even when the truck is off, but especially when things are turned on. And again, really does change up the look compared to your factory tails. Now, moving into our construction block, and the entire package here has been designed and built using a combination of OE quality materials, including the ABS plastic housing here topped off and sealed up nice and tight with that impact resistant clear lens. Now, as I just mentioned in our previous block, even when the taillights or the truck are off, the LED options really do make a substantial visual statement that will certainly get you noticed. And obviously, that just totally gets cranked up when everything is fired up and on. Now, reverse lights can be found in that same location as the stock taillights here. They are done a little bit differently though, of course, thanks to the group of bright white LEDs that really do a great job of illuminating everything behind the truck at night. So it's certainly going to help your visibility there. Now, we did briefly mention the twin C-bar shaped daytime running lights. Those guys are going to frame the group of red LEDs, both top and bottom. And I did want to remind you guys, these things have been given the DOT stamp of approval, and that does make them legal for use in all 50 states. But again, friendly reminder here on fitment while we're talking construction, these options will only apply to the factory LED truck, so just keep that in mind for proper fitment. Price point for the highly rated LED options here are going to be one of the highlights in my opinion, because they're going to land right around that mid to high $500 ballpark for the pair. I find that to be pretty reasonable for a full LED replacement for the newer generation trucks. Now, on top of that, this is not only going to be more affordable than some other LED options in the category, but they're also going to be far more affordable than going down to your local GM dealer and grabbing a set of factory replacements that would easily cost you $1,000, if not more, to get some brand new stockers. So again, if you've busted up your stockers, you're looking for an affordable replacement that in this case will deliver a more aggressive look, these are certainly going to be it. All right, switching gears, let's get into the installation, and no surprise here, the simple bolt-on plug-and-play job will get a solid 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about 45 minutes or so to complete from start to finish. But now to give you a better idea of just how this one will go down at home in the garage or driveway, let's throw it out to the shop for our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
Tools required for this install include a clip remover tool, a T15 T-handle Torx wrench, and a plastic pry tool. What's up, guys? Today we're installing a set of taillights on our Silverado, so let's get started.
So we're going to start out underneath the car. We're on the passenger side right now. We have a clip right here, right near our rear bumper mounts. So I'm going to get a clip remover tool to pop that clip out of place. And then we can disconnect our connector. Now we can follow our harness up to our connector. We have a red tab that we're going to pull down on. And then we can push in the black tab. Disconnect our connector. And then while we're under here, you can repeat that same process on the other side.
Next, we can open our tailgate, and we have 2 T15 Torx screws to remove using a T15 Torx driver. And then with those removed, we can pull straight back on our taillight to pop it out of place. Now with our taillight popped out of place, we have one last connector here for the bed light. We have a black tab you need to press in. That's kind of tucked back here. So if you can fit your finger in there, you can press it down. If not, you can use one of these plastic trim tools to push down on it. Now with that disconnected, we can just pull our harness through the bottom here. And then we'll repeat that same process on the other side. So now we're ready to install our new taillight. So first thing we're gonna do is thread our connector down towards the floor. And then next we'll plug in the connector for our bed lights. Now we'll slide our connector in for our bed light. Click that into place, and then we'll just line up these two studs to go into our grommets. And then we can just push back to slide our taillight into place. And now we can take our T15 Torx wrench to reinstall our two factory screws. Now we can come underneath the truck and plug in our connector. And then you can repeat that whole process on the other side. So that'll wrap up this review and install of the LED taillights with black housing and clear lens for your 2019 and newer Silverado 1500 with factory LED taillights. Thank you for watching, and for all things Silverado, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.